the golf gear review, and Ben Doney, one of the questions I get asked about on the road is irons.
Absolutely.
There's so much to pick from. I mean, you go from a blade to a cavity back to what we call a game improvement iron. How do you know what's good for you?
Anyway, we'll start with the blade, right? So this is your traditional player's iron. So a traditional blade has got a smaller head. It's a real thin top line, but it's also got a really small sweet spot. So that's suited to your players that are 6 handicap and lower and your professional players. If you're someone that likes that look but needs a little bit more forgiveness, you can go into something called a muscleback.
Okay.
So we've got the Callaway Apex Pro here that has that blade look, but a bigger sweet spot, slightly thicker top line, but still has all the characteristics of a blade, but still a little bit forgiving.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
So then you go into your sort of mid-handicap range, more of a cavity back, tailor-made, or even say a Strixon ZX5. So it's got a small cavity on the back, which is a small recess, which actually gives a different feel. Okay. So your blades and your muscle backs are going to have a softer feel, smaller sweet spot, but softer feel. Now with the cavity, that's going to be a little bit more forgiving in the back. It's got a bigger sweet spot, maybe a slightly thicker top line, but with that cavity, that'll give possibly a harder feel.
Right.
And when we talk about feel, we talk about sound. Okay, so it'll sound a little clickier, a little harder off the face. Usually has a little bit of a wider sole to launch the ball a little bit higher.
Okay.
So sort of your mid-handicap range. Then we go into something with a bit more forgiveness in it. Something like your TaylorMade Stealth or your Titleist, the T300. Now that is a very forgiving iron.
It's a lot thicker, isn't it? It's a lot heavier looking and
Absolutely, bigger
more
head,
forgiving.
bigger sweet spot. Again, you can see grooves, beautiful, nice and deep. They're going to launch the ball nice and high. The sole's nice and thick. So when you're hitting the ball, a lot of people sort of hit down a little steep on the ball. The thicker sole allows the club to bounce and launch the ball in the air. A bigger cavity, a wider sole is going to help you with that launch.
Terrific. Well, Ben, thanks for that. It's fascinating, isn't it? There's so many options from Titleist, Tour Edge, Callaway, TaylorMade. Best way, go and get fitted at Drummond and find out what's best for you.
Absolutely. Go and get fitted with Drummond, get in the MiMatch system. All the gear is good. All the brands are fantastic. Just get something that you like the look and the feel of too. Ask the fitter questions. You got to like the look, you got to like the feel. They'll match the shaft for you. They can even change the lie angle. So go and see your pro, get fitted. Beautiful.